we don't really have that many legends in South Africa, bro. Let's just be honest. Like not a lot of
Facts.
At
people
least
can
we have the name. At least we have the
not a
names
lot
who
of
lived
people
in the
you
past.
can't yeah,
If you don't
no
have legends, at least we have the
you
names
can't
who
just
lived
put
in the past.
anyone's name next to Brenda Fassie. You can't just put any name next to Lucky Dube. You can't just put any name next to those people, bruh. You understand? But I feel like
Yeah,
with
for
people like
sure, for sure.
Abo, with people like Abo Zola Seven, I feel like he is someone we could put him in that position because of what he has done and
Who,
his impact and all that stuff,
who,
right? Zola Seven,
who?
although
That's a goal. That's an icon.
yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah,
living
yeah.
legend.
He is a living legend. It's just that we have this tendency of thinking we can only put someone uh, on the god status because they've died, right? So we only give people
Mm.
flowers only when they died. But I feel like Zola 7 is one of the people that should be ranked at the top, especially pop. That's why sometimes they always say he's like the South African version of Tupac, not in terms of like the hits or the
Whoa.
raps or whatever, but like they mean that in terms of the fact that he used to the music that he made was for the hood. The music that he made was to speak to the young people, the impact and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I don't want to focus too much
Well, I'm not
on
gonna
like
beef
that
that. I'm not gonna
because
beef
those
that
that's another
saying.
debate.
No, I'm not gonna beef that. Yeah. As far as real legends are concerned, for me, I think I have who Lucky Dubo. That's a legend, Lucky Dube. I have who Brenda Fassie, and then I have Zola Seven. Right? Those are icons.
In terms of
Like,
And
make
then
it top five. Let's all give
yeah.
our top five.
okay, yeah,
Okay, Zola Seven, Lucky Dube, Brenda Fassie. I gotta give it to AKA guys. I'm sorry, AKA. Come on, I gotta give it to AKA guys. AKA.
yeah,
Uh, uh, let's see who else.
it's not
Come
easy.
on,
Okay,
come
Trigger, you
on.
can go.
No, finish your top five.
You need to
Yeah.
finish it.
All
You
right. Let
need
me
to
give it
finish
to.
it.
I don't. Mendoza.
Whoa.
No,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
no, I'm
Ikhotmani
not.
was a legend.
Like, no. Yeah.
Yeah, Ikhotmani was a legend. It's just that I feel like
No,
you
no,
just
not
saying
Mendoza,
he
guys.
like a
Not.
random name now.
Yeah.
No, I just feel like you just said his name like randomly.
Yeah. It's not
Okay,
Cabello.
like. Like you said, as you said, Zola
you
would be
see
like
now you being
Tupac,
random with this.
and Mendoza would be like. No, DMX was a legend. Okay, let's move on. Who's those guys? The guys there. Let me just give it to uh the Soul Brothers guys. Remember those guys? Those are legends. Soul Brothers guys. Those are legends.
Ooh.
And then
Okay.
allow me to add one
Okay.
more. I'm gonna give it to Black Mambazo. Then that's it. That's my top six. Yeah.
From Mombasa.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, that's a good one. So for
Yes.
me, the greatest musicians of all time, like in South African history. Whew. Hey, bro, like you don't just ask someone like randomly. That's something like you need to give me like 2 days to go draft that list. Straight up.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
That's
opening my
it.
top five. Now you need
Yeah,
2 days.
true.
imagine.
But
Imagine. 2 whole days, bro.
yeah, so definitely I do on the list I do have Lucky Dube. I do have Brenda Fassie. Okay, so it's Lucky Dube, it's Brenda Fassie, um, Lucky Dube, Brenda Fassie. I have to give it to Zola as well.
Zola.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
for
I have to
sure.
add Zola 7. Um, then also Swiss Ncwane. I don't know, man. I have to put him there. Swiss Ncwane. Um, and
All
then
right.
last last person, like an icon. It would have to be Umgumeni.
Yeah?
um, yeah, but like I'm talking like in terms of like the impact and like how you like considered a legend. For me, I think he was a legend. Yeah. So I think that would be my top five.
What do you know about Mkumen, first of all?
Right. I
Name one
know
song by
he has
Mkumen. Name one song.
Emazulwini.
Yeah?
Yeah, you said one. You said one Emazulwini. I'll give you that one. You said one. I'll tell you Emazulwini. That's my favorite song, dog. I love
Like,
that
like,
song.
like, you know why, Trick, I'm asking? I'm not challenging
Hmm.
you, right? I just want to know why you consider that person a legend, right? And why did you choose to speak someone?
I chose to speak on one because um, I also feel like he was a legend. Like with so many things that he has done, I mean, like the impact, we can't really deny his
Mm,
impact. And like when you
yeah.
look at like the impact that guy,
Mm,
he came into the game, dropped two albums, and I think the album that he dropped, he was supposed to make like a lot of money with that album. It's just that
mm.
every like his music was so good that people who couldn't afford to buy it, they had to make like those piracy copies and all that stuff. Swiss Wonder's music was literally everywhere, dog. Everywhere,
And
every corner.
I think speak someone, I think he kind of opened the doors for all the young gospel
Yeah,
artists.
yeah, he did. He
Just like,
did. I feel
Actually, I think Umkumeni is more like Spisongwane of Maskandi because,
in terms
like,
of my standing,
remember after
yeah.
Umkumeni, everybody
Then
was talking
everyone
about Maskandi. And then we had
yeah.
these guys, Abo, Torama, all these guys,
Things in
right?
influence all
So I feel like
guys, yeah.
Umkumeni did have an impact when it comes to Maskandi. Even though I don't know
Wait,
anything about him, but I know some stories about
yeah.
him, right?
Ulo,
Yeah, for sure.
um speaking of Kogama and Mjengiseni Gwenza, is that the same person or it's two different people?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's fine, boys. So what we need to do now is because we've had quite a discussion today, right? And I do see we are running slightly a bit out of time now. So it's just that the one person that before we wrap this up, West, because I have shared my top five. Lise, you also have done the same thing. So let me just hear from your side, West. What's your top five? Like people that you're just putting them there, gold status. What's your top five?
All right, all right, all right. Hey, yo, shout out to the viewers out there. Yo, forgive us. We in South Africa, we experience load shedding. Some shit happens.
It is what
So,
it is.
it is what it is. So, now, my top five, okay, I gotta have Brenda Fassie, of course. I gotta have um Zola 7, of course. You know, I gotta have uh I gotta have I gotta ish man, I gotta put in Rebecca Malope in there, man.
Mm,
Uh
mm, yeah.
you know uh my fourth one, I gotta put AKA in there. And like I liked when you said AKA. I respect that you said AKA because it's
Mm.
true, you know. And
And
I
also
like to
Rebecca.
put,
I forgot about Rebecca. Gone.
yeah, we legend. Oh. And then my last one is gonna have to be Quest.
Why?
You muted, Trigger. Okay, good.
Why?
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, West.
So,
What's your
West.
why?
Yeah.
Why question?
Yeah.
the car. Why the car? Why the
Questa.
African? Why are you putting the African king of rap? Why are you putting him on that list? That's what he's asking. Imagine, I'm literally telling you that's the African king of rap, but he's questioning why you putting Questa on that list. But it's fine. It looks like
Imagine,
you've
imagine.
it looks
No,
like you've
like I
never
told you,
listened.
Trigger. No, like I told you, Trigger. Remember, I asked you why are you putting Umkumen, right? And then you
Yeah.
explained your answer,
Oh
and you
wow, we
supported
put
your
him
answer by
good.
saying you called him instead of Umkumen. Actually, put Umkumen.
Say your top five. Say your top five. I didn't hear it.
My top five was very simple. I just said so I have the legend Lucky Dube, I have Brenda Fassie, I have so it was Lucky Dube, it was Brenda Fassie, it was Zola Seven, and then it was Sfisa Ngwane, and then I said Mkumeni.
What?
Yeah, that's
What?
West,
Yo.
West, West, West,
Yeah,
West.
yeah,
Which is
yeah.
why, which is why which is why I'm asking you, why are you putting Requester? Because that's what I believe you also want to know. Why did you put Sfiso Ngwane and Mkumeni, right? And he can explain to you. And I also asked him
of which I
why,
have already
and he
explained.
explained to me, and I understood that, right? So when I say why, it's not like I'm beefing your choice, right? I just want to know more. And when you explain to me, I'll start to think about what have they done in the game, and I'm like, yeah, it deserves to be there, right? So I'm a fan of Quest. I just want to know why are you putting him on the top five yako Yamagoat?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I yeah. So
Okay,
why you
okay, let
putting?
me explain.
Mhm.
Mm.
Okay, Questa has been around since. You gotta understand. You see, this whole SA hip hop thing.
Mm.
Questa was there first. When AKA blew up, Questa was already there. When Casper blew up, Questa was already there. Even when Kulichana had that album about Twada and stuff, already Questa was there. You know, he was that young kid that was being pushed by squatter camp and stuff. And then he was dropping songs back in those times. And it was decent
Yeah.
songs that were playing on Channel O. He was upcoming, and he was doing his thing, you know. And then Boma 2010, 2011, 2012. I feel like that's where he started, shining a little bit, boom shakalaka and stuff. And
Mm.
but then again, his rise was overshadowed by aka Victory Lab, Kulichana, Tada, it was hindered a little
But he
bit.
came
But
back.
to me,
But he
but
came back.
yeah, he rose, bruh. He was rising every time he was rising. He
Mm.
never stopped. He was rising until he reached a point whereby he released an album that is the most successful hip hop album of all time.
In in history of SA hip hop, that's the highest selling hip hop album.
You see, at the
Mm.
end of the day,
Yeah.
bro, like not only that, bro, it's even competing with the Zahara, like all those Zola Seven sales and Brenda Fast and stuff. It's up there, the numbers, and what's even more impressive, the time that he sold this album was in the time whereby people are always on their phones, but people bought his album, bro. They bought it, bro, in a tough
Yeah.
era whereby everything is digital. but they bought his album in a historical fashion. And not only that, he continued. Even till this day, if Questa drops a song, million views, like minimum, you know, it's
Yeah.
like Questa is just that dude, bro. He's that dude, bro. He's been doing this for over 20 for over 10 years. I think he's going on his 15th year or something, bro. He's been at it,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
He's been at it. So I have to respect that, bro. I have to, because I put AKA there as well, even though AKA had lesser years than Questa.
The car.
Questa has been in the
Yeah.
game for longer than AKA. But so at the end of the day, bro, you need to respect what this guy has done, bro. So that's why I
Yeah.
put him in there.
And
Yeah.
Costa has always been on, right? Costa never did no
Yeah,
comeback. I feel like it was always on, consistent since day one.
yeah.
But I feel like with like the car, hey man, we need to have like a, I don't know, maybe on the next episode, we need to talk about him. We need to talk about like his accolades. We need to talk about like how, because for me, dog, I'm glad that we all feel the same way about him because,
You
hey
know
man,
what it's
that
like.
bro
Sort
was
of,
very,
sort of trick, sort of trick. You know
yeah,
what
yeah.
it's like. It's like this Kaiser Chiefs Pirates thing. So AKA and Casper were like Kaiser Chiefs and Pirates, but
Maybe
on
it's
the
like
side,
sundown.
he's like Sundowns. He's like everybody is overlooking him, but he's winning. He keeps on winning and winning and winning, and keeps on focusing on these guys. And they know Super Sport United, Nastisi come along, and it's like, oh, okay, there's some new blood. But Sundowns is still there, bro. It's still
Hey,
there. So
it's
that's
just,
Questa for me.
bro, that guy Vetsu,
Yeah, that
like
makes
he
sense.
on that album he was rapping as if like the rent is due on the next day. He has in one album, like I've never seen an album that has so many hits. Like if we sit down and talk about that album, right? Day One featuring AKA and Tweezy, that was a hit, right? Gasfela Ngawe
Hmm.
featuring Tapsi, that was a hit. Maya Babo featuring DJ Bucks and OK Malum Cats, that was a hit. I'm not done, relax, I'm not done. Ingudu,
Mm.
You're about
it
to
came
get
as a
into the
single,
real
but it was
ones.
that, right? I can give you up to like 7 hits on one album, Abang.
Mm.
Imagine, bro.
So you can't really deny
I
Spirits.
think
Costa's
he's the
success.
GOAT. He's the
Yeah.
GOAT.
Imagine, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
GOAT.
Anyway,
Do you
boys.
think
Yeah.
it's underrated or is okay?
Yes.
I think
It's
currently
underrated.
he is underrated. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
he is. I feel like we
He's
don't give
always
him
been
enough credit.
underrated.
Yeah.
Always been.
Yeah, I feel
But
like we
he's
don't
more
give Quest.
successful.
So Wes, do you wanna know why I'm commenting someone?
Yeah.
No,
What's with that? How did
we
he
already
end up
spoke about
there?
that.
You end up there.
Yeah, but we already had that conversation, so let's just move on, man.
No, I
And
wasn't
also,
here,
there's
man. I was fighting load shedding.
yeah. So the reason why starting with Sfiso Ncwane, I feel like Sfiso Ncwane, his album had the similar impact. Like when we speak about Questa's album Dakar, I feel like it was the same thing with Swiss. I can't really remember the name of the album, but when he came up, he had an album that was literally everywhere in the hood, like everywhere, everywhere, and that album was so dope. People stopped actually getting the actual copies. They made like those piracy copies where it was 20 around $20. Literally everyone had a Swiss and Money album, and
Yeah.
he made it. And after like his success, I think he's like a guy who made it possible for everyone to blow up after that, because I mean after Swiss and Money, so many people came up, and I don't know. He was one
Mm.
of the first people to fill up like I don't know whether it was ICC or Moses Mabida, but he was literally the very first person in his genre to do that, right? So that's why like I feel like we can't really take away what he has done, which is similar to what Mqumeni was about. Because I don't really know that much about him. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Just like with Lucky Dube, I respect him because I see his work and he's literally everywhere. But I feel like both of the guys, they had a similar impact to the team. Once we hear, or us after us, we made it possible for everybody else to blow up or to believe it's possible. They can do it. They can do this and this and this and this and this. So that was my reason for putting them on that list.
I hear you,
Mm.
but at the same time, who is he beating? Like, did what he do? Did he do it better than Zola? Did he do it better than Brenda? Did he do it better than Rebecca? Did he do it better than even Lucky Dube? Did he do it better than even Questa? Did he do it better? Because to be in the top five, you need to have something historical.
Mm. Yeah, that's why we said from the very beginning the top five is just a personal opinion, so it doesn't have to be. I don't mean, that's why I said. But
Yeah,
to be honest,
Patrick,
that's why I said
but
if
but
you give
Spiso
me.
Mngwane is like a Drake of the gospel, of this era gospel. Like he,
Mm,
Hmm.
okay, maybe not like Drake, but he opened a lot of doors for this,
There was too
all
much.
these new, all these new artists, gospel artists you have. I feel like Spiso Mngwane opened the doors for those artists. Like
mm,
I don't think that people respected the gospel that much, despite the era of
after.
our Rebecca Malob and all that. I'm talking about the youth. I don't think the youth was
Mm,
into this was into gospel this much. But when Spisongane came, everyone, the youth,
he made it
youngsters,
possible.
2000, they started to vibe with the gospel, right? Just like I believe Umkumeni did when it comes to Umaskand. Yeah, I know Amakogama came in, all these guys, but I feel like if it wasn't for Umkumeni, we wouldn't have
Nchengiseni.
Umakogama and all that, right? So Umkumeni
Mm,
also opened the doors. He put the Maskandi genre into the next level. So that's why I didn't beef with Trigger J when he said that he's putting them into his top five.